I'd like to talk about the Biden family racket, a topic which came up during the first debate, in which Trump said to Biden, hey, isn't it true that your son Hunter Biden got $3.5 million in cash from this Russian oligarch? Biden goes, oh, no, that's been debunked. That's been debunked.
I don't know, Bo. I know Hunter.
Yeah,
Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. He wasn't dishonorably
cocaine use. And he didn't have a job until you became vice president. Once you
None
became
of that
vice president,
is true.
he made a fortune in Ukraine, in China, in Moscow,
That is simply
and various
not
other places.
true.
He
My
made
son,
a fortune.
My son.
And he didn't have a job.
My son.
But why
I'm
was he
proud of
given
my
tens
son.
of millions
All
of
right.
dollars?
But he wasn't given tens of millions of dollars. That is totally discredited.
Now, first of all, it hasn't been debunked. He did get the money. This is well documented. It's, in fact, in a Senate report. And what Biden means by debunked is my friends in the media have been trying to cover up for me on this issue. That's the translation of the word debunked. But I have to say that Trump didn't explain to an ordinary guy watching this. He'd be like, well, what's going on? Why would somebody from Russia send the Biden family money? So Trump needs to sort of spell out what the Bidens have been up to. It's a little different than the Clinton racket, although very much related. Both involve offshoring the corruption. So in the Clinton case, they set up a foundation. And it was very simple. Want favors from Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State? Funnel some cash into the foundation, and then coincidentally, some policy favors will come your way. It was very cunning, but that's how the Clintons went from $0 to $100 million on a government salary. Biden has basically done the same thing, but in a different way, using family members. So everywhere Biden goes as vice president, he takes a family member. Not just his son, Hunter Biden. Sometimes it's his brother, Frank Biden. Sometimes it's his other brother, James Biden. And he did this in China. He's done this when he went to see President Arias in Costa Rica. He goes and has the official meeting, Biden does. Meanwhile, the family member is having side meetings with government officials that make side deals, private deals, and large amounts of cash end up with the Biden family. And this is typically for Biden taking a position that's going to be soft on China, and so on. So it's the same trading of favors for large amounts of cash. The Chinese government has long had a policy which they practice all through the Asian hemisphere, in Thailand, in Indonesia, and India, and so on. They enrich the family members of people, of politicians that they want favors from. Biden figured this out and agreed to cash in on it. Now, the reason this is so clever is that it doesn't show Biden's own net worth going up because he has all these disclosure requirements. But there are no disclosure requirements for James Biden or Frank Biden or Hunter Biden. This is how the Biden family has accumulated the kind of wealth that the Clintons have. This is how Biden has multiple homes, multiple cars, huge drawing rooms, domestic staff. How do you do that on a government salary? Biden didn't build a Trump hotel. Biden hasn't done anything except been a politician for almost 50 years. But he's been a politician who has turned politics into a business. That's what Trump needs to point out. This guy may be a socialist, but he's a socialist who really likes a lot of money.